You got it on me or not?
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say have it on.
I was gonna say. All right, guys. So here we are at Life After in Edgewater. I have the owners here, Jasmine and
Ocson.
Ocson. Yes. Okay, so now we're gonna get straight into the video and ask a couple questions concerning Black History Month and our pride. So the first question we have is, has there been a specific dish or meal from your upbringing that deeply influences your work today?
For me personally, I know my husband won't agree with this because he doesn't like cheese, but it's baked mac and cheese. Like, I think about baked mac and cheese when I first learned how to make baked mac and cheese. My mother used to make baked mac and cheese. I don't eat dairy now, so I actually haven't had it in like probably almost 10 years now, close to 10 years. But so I have vegan mac and cheese, but it has always been my favorite dish. I hear a lot of great things about how the chef makes the baked mac and cheese. So it was a very, very important dish for me for him to get right. Because I feel like when you think about the fusion of our flavors, which is like Southern, Caribbean, and Spanish, like if you can't make baked mac and cheese, and you can't, that's a fan favorite. And there's a specific way you make it, I think, that has like a Southern vibe to it that my mom always made. And I learned how to make, not as good as her, but I've learned how to make. So I think the baked mac and cheese, even though I don't eat it, probably connects with me most, like, to my childhood.
Okay, yeah. I can agree to that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say anything on the menu actually connects to my childhood, but I think we definitely try to make all of the dishes familiar to, people of, Southern cuisine or even like Spanish influence, things like that.
Right. I can see that, like just cruising through the menu, I kind of saw that too.
Yeah, it's like we tried hard to, because like when we think about like what this restaurant is about, and it's sort of like this melting pot of cultures, but it's sort of paying respect to hip hop and all of that. Like that blend of Southern, Caribbean, and Spanish cuisine, which when you think about sort of like the influence of hip hop, you think about those different cultures.
Right.
We tried to base it in, to your point, of like known American dishes like mac and cheese and lamb chops and salmon and steak. So it's like dishes you recognize, but all of them have like either a Southern or Caribbean or Spanish influence. So I think it respects the various diversity of different cultures.
Right, because if you concentrate on like the beginning of hip hop, it happened in New York City. So New York City is filled with Spanish and Caribbean and black. You know what I mean? It's a melting pot. So we wanted to make the entrees reflective of that. The menu reflect the hip hop culture. You know what I mean? So.
Speaking of hip hop, I should have asked this first, but Life After, I see a lot of posters of different rappers. So can you tell me a little bit about why you chose that name? What does it mean?
Yeah, I will let my husband answer that because he had a lot of. We debated the name for quite a bit, and he had a lot of passion about this name. And he sold me on it, obviously, because that's why we have it. And I feel great about the name now and what it represents. So I'll let him answer the question.
Well, the name came about pretty organically because the previous restaurant was a whole different vibe as far as menu and look. But they had this champagne bar here, and they had a Biggie verse, a line, and they had the Biggie poster. And it just stuck out to me, and I kind of was like, damn, I like that, when we were thinking about what kind of restaurant it would be, what kind of cuisine, and things of that nature. And I was like, well, Biggie has an album called Life After Death, but let's leave the death out and call it Life After, because for us it would be life after our
9 to 5
careers we chose previously, and then for even the public, it's everybody goes through stress at work and their day-to-day, but we want this to be your life after that. You know what I mean? So that was
different chapters in your life. I met a woman who started a new career, divorced. She's in a whole new chapter. So she was like, I came up and I saw the sign that said, damn right, I like the life I live. And she was like, oh, this is great. And then I realized the name of the restaurant was Life After. I was like, oh my God, this is speaking to me, because she's in a whole different chapter of her life. So it has a lot of different interpretations, which is great.
Yeah, so that's why even that one, when you walk up, the damn right I like the life I live, and even this sign over here that says no such thing as a life that's better than yours. We want to just reaffirm, give people affirmations to kind of, through hip hop form, you know what I mean?
Yes.
To, tie into that whole, reason for the name and things of that nature.
Right. Yeah, I like how you guys connected that, honestly. Because, we did come after work, and I think, I love that, actually.
No, I love these questions, too, because I think if you don't really know hip-hop or you don't know, like, some of the thought that went behind this, you walk in here and you just see, like, album covers and posters and, okay, yeah, it's cute, right, hip-hop vibe, got it. But there was a lot of thought and intentionality behind the name, behind the menu, even if this is our restaurant week menu, but when you look at our actual real menu, the names that, my husband actually did a great job of selecting when it comes to the cocktails, the main dishes. I mean, you figure our cocktails are called mixtapes, right? Like everything is paying like respect to hip hop and hip hop culture, and you have to really be someone who understands and respects that and goes a little bit deeper, which is why I love that question, because you might walk in here and not see that and not feel that if you don't really, if you're not tuned in and you don't get it.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and we went, and like part of the thought was a deeper meaning also as far as the names and the themes. So what it was is, for a lot of, since this is Black History Month, for a lot of African Americans in this country, our culture was stolen from us. So we created hip hop culture. And hip hop culture became our culture, even down to the language, what they may call Ebonics. So there's a dialect that goes along with hip hop, and it's not really appreciated or represented in multiple places. So
it's used,
it's used,
commercialized,
but it doesn't get the respect as an actual culture. So what we tried to do was, like, if I go to an Italian or a Cuban restaurant or any other culture's restaurant, they'll have names that ties to their culture, everything. So we wanted to make a restaurant that you get that same cultural aspect when you dine here. Even if you're not from the culture, it may lead you to do some research and explore and different things like that to actually
learn about us.
Right, and respect the culture. Because
and our contributions.
Right. Because hip hop started with African Americans, but it's always been inclusive of other people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So right now, hip hop actually, in a lot of sense, connects the world and is connecting generations. Because I can have a pair of sneakers on that my son will be wearing, or a pair of
But then think about our generation, right? Like, we didn't have, like, it's funny, we talk about how, gosh, my mother was only 40 at that time. Damn. She seemed like she was so much older, but it was like our music really kind of united us. Like, our fashion was different. Now my daughter will wear something in my closet. I would have never wore something in my mother's closet at 20, because she was like a woman to me, right? Not that I'm not a woman, but you know what I mean.
And even you guys, it's like, if I'd have told my father, I need you to come with me because I'm working on something, this, that, and the third, he might be like, I ain't got time for whatever.
Yeah. We were just saying how great this is. But this dynamic.
I think part of that is hip hop that has got you two doing what you do together. You know what I'm saying?
Which is beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, connecting generations. Okay, so now, all right, I think I might skip that last question because you guys did talk about a lot. So, to jump into the fun questions, all right, so if your restaurant had a signature dance move, what would it be and why?
That is a good question. Oh my God, I don't
dance.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or if you need some time, I have one last question. That's the fun.
Yeah, I'll have to think about that one.
Okay.
Because I feel like it's definitely going to be an older dance. And I feel like it's going to be a line dance. And I only say a line dance, as cheesy as that is, I only say a line dance because when we were doing the brand work for Life After, and like, okay, what does this mean? What are our values? What are we trying to create? It's not just about this amazing food and dining experience that we're trying to create, but we're hoping to bring like-minded people together, right? So like that this becomes a spot where it's just not you and who you came with that you're having dinner with, but like maybe you kick it at the lounge area after dinner and you're meeting people that just have similar interests and like shared interests and great conversation. So we're hoping that same melting pot of cultures and food fusion that we're creating, we also create that with the people that come here. So I feel like because of that, everybody gets up and does a line dance. I kind of feel like that might be be some kind of line dance, but I don't know what line dance is.
Okay, that's a good answer. Yeah. All right, a line dance. Okay, and then the final question.
She loves a good line.
I do love a good line
so much
dance
fun.
Because it just brings everyone together, which is what I love to do.
Yeah. That's good. Thank you. All right, so the final question is, if you could host a dinner party with any historical figure, who would be, or famous celebrity, who would be on your guest list and what would you serve?
Ooh, that's a good question.
How many people?
Well, maybe we just pick one celebrity. I already know who my husband's gonna pick. I'll tell you who he's you pick my person, I'll pick yours. I'm gonna tell you right now who he's gonna pick. He's gonna pick Nas.
Okay.
No.
You wouldn't pick Nas?
No. He would, if it's one person, no. He would be on my multiple person list, but he wouldn't be
not number one.
He wouldn't be my number
You
one.
want to miniature
All right,
sausage
who's
or
your number
anything
one
for this?
person? I'm
I'll
learning
grab the
something
blue
new.
cheese for that.
Oh,
Should have came out
sure.
on the plate for
Yeah,
that.
that's okay.
And then I'm gonna take a look. The rest of the food's been getting worked on. Should be on the menu.
Okay, thank you.
I'm shocked that it's not Nas.
No.
I would say like Minister Farrakhan or something like that, but
It would probably be Malcolm
oh,
X.
she's such a baby. Who's
I
that?
actually haven't heard of that person.
Okay.
Wow, what was going on?
I'm shocked. Everybody's heard of. Okay.
It would probably be
that's
Malcolm.
fine.
I'll be our
Malcolm
conversation.
X. Okay. I think mine would probably be Maya Angelou. And I think I would serve her the shrimp and grits, which you're about to eat right now. Because I feel like that is a Southern classic. And that's got the turkey smoked collard greens. So,
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay, I'm excited.
yes.
I
So
don't know what I would feed now.
well, Malcolm, did he eat meat? No, he didn't eat pork. I feel like Malcolm, he looks like a good lamb chop.
I might have gave him a salmon
A salmon?
or the jerk chicken.
Something
I'm getting lamb chop from him.
Lamb chop.
Yeah.
I'm getting lamb
I
chop.
might eat some lamb.
Yeah, I'm getting lamb chop.
But if it was a group, then maybe it would be
Nas is on that list.
it would be Nas, Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali.
Ooh, Janet Jackson for me. I'm a huge Janet fan.
That's a good one.
Yes. I almost cried at her concert. I actually did cry at a concert. Not almost, I did cry. He's a big Michael fan. I'm a big Janet fan.
Okay.
Right?
Michael
That's maybe
Jackson would be at that dinner.
Prince. Prince might be at the dinner.
Prince might,
It's a good question, though. It's a really good question. It's a fun question.
Just to see your personality.
Yeah.
We're done here. Thank you guys so much.
Yes, thanks for
taking the
having
time
us.
out,
Thanks for
being
coming.
on camera
Yes.
and everything.
Yes,
So,
this was fun. I enjoyed it. You are a great host, interviewer, whatever the
definitely
word
doing
is.
a great job.
Yeah, you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
I can't wait to promote you.
See you here.
Well, I'm going to let you guys eat while the food is hot because I want you to enjoy it.
Thank you.